Game number 2 about to get underway. Rainey Harris is in the circle for the Wildcats. Bentagen back behind the plate. Wildcats look much the same on defense as they did in game number 1. First pitch a called strike, 0-1. One is upstairs, 1 ball and 1 strike. Wildcats took game 1 7-6. Big 6-run 6th inning, all with 2 outs. For NNU, it's Mulligan, Hummel, Booth, McNichol, Hensley, Hernandez, Gagnon, Leneve, Felter, and Trevino will be in right, and she is the designated player in this one. Two is into left, and the catch is made by Decker. Now batting the shortstop, number 4, Ivy Hummel. Here's Ivy Hummel at .298 on the season after game 1. Nighthawks did quite a bit of damage in the top of the first off of Isabel Womack. Pushed across 5 in that first frame. A come from behind effort for Central. Alyssa Bentagen with her 2nd home run of the season. Flared to center. Thiessen coming on. And that'll be down for a single. It's the game's first hit. Now batting the first baseman, number 24, Sydney Booth. And here's last game's starting pitcher for the Nighthawks, Sydney Booth. Of the 7 runs that she allowed, only 1 was earned. Runner going, the throw. That one's going to get into center. Hummel has the stolen base. Pitch looked inside. And the count will be 1-0. Yep. Harris, a senior out of Omak, Washington. Over for a called strike, 1-1, and she has had quite a wild ride when it comes to her collegiate career. She was at Bellevue Community College, where she was an All-American, and then transferred to Concordia University in Portland, as that one's outside 2-1. And she was down with the Cavaliers, and her first year there, while she was there, it was announced that the college was going to cease to exist. It caught everybody by surprise, as this is on a line to first. Jordan makes the grab, or out number 2. Now batting the left fielder, number 9, Maya McNichol. And here's McNichol. Left fielder. Just making sure the audio works. Sorry about that. First pitch to McNichol. Called a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. She had the first inning grand slam to dead center field. Really got the Nighthawks off to a good start. And it was fielding miscues that came back to hurt them. Big swing there from McNichol. It's 0-2. So Harris was down at Concordia. The university announced it would be closing, and really in quite short order. Harris had to find a new place to play. Swing and a miss down as McNichol will continue that story in the top of the second. They leave one stranded Carpenter, Thiessen, and Seaton due up after this. Bottom of the first, Harley Carpenter will get things going for Central Washington. As I finish up my in-between game lunch. That one's upstairs 1-0. It's always my favorite part of the softball season, aside from softball, is the spread in between games. Here's the 1-0 to Carpenter. Catches the black, it's 1-1. It's Tori Hensley in the circle for game number 2 for Rich Wagner and the Nighthawks. That is popped up middle of the infield. Hummel will be there for out number 1. Now batting the center fielder, number 20, Allie Thiessen. And here's Allie Thiessen at .429 on the season. Head coach Joe DiPietro and I talking in between games, and quite often actually, about Harley Carpenter and Allie Thiessen, how they put up such gaudy numbers, but do so in a very quiet fashion. It's 1-0 the count to Thiessen. Slaps that one in at left center and down. Rounding first, heading for second. It's a stand-up double for Allie Thiessen. Now batting the third baseman, number 11, Maya Seaton. And here's Seaton, who had a pair of runs batted in game number 1. Squares, pulls back. It'll be low ball 1. Upstairs, 2 balls, no strikes. Hensley, the right-hander. She was the designated player in game number 1. 2-0's a called strike. Pops out of the mitt. Vlaneve behind the plate. Call that an ejecto mitt. The 2-1. Ooh, that one's close, but just misses. 3 balls and a strike. That's one of those pitches you really want if you're in the circle. On a line, and that is going to be down. McNichol couldn't get it on the dive. Back-to-back doubles. Seton trades places with Thiessen, and it's a 1-0 ball game. Now batting the catcher, number 16, Alyssa Benthagen. That one will miss. As Seton dances way off a second. Make it 2-0. Just one down here in the bottom of the first. Hensley fires that one over for a strike. It's 2-1. Swing and a miss. Benthagen a hearty hack at that one. Seton the runner at second. Benthagen batting, the 2-2. On the ground, Seton running on contact. The throw across the diamond will get Benthagen. Maya does advance to third, and that'll bring up the Wildcats' first baseman. Now batting, first baseman number 18, Brooke Jordan. Hensley lines and delivers inside, brushes back Jordan a bit. Count is 1-0. Slap foul. That one will be back off the netting near the Wildcats bullpen, separating right field from baseball. I think the Wildcats took game one over there. 13-9. 14-9. That one gets away. Seton's going to hold tight. 2 balls and a strike. Well, they've a ready back there behind home plate. Here's the 2-1. Fouled off the backstop. That one twists its way into the stands, finds that second row of the aluminum bleachers down near the third base dugout, excuse me. As an East Coast guy, I'm always used to the home team having the first base dugout, but not the case here at Central Washington. Of course, the Wildcats with the third base dugout to knock off some of the wind that we get here in Ellensburg. Fouled away again. That one's going to be onto the baseball field, so I assume they have to call time. And that ball may get chucked back over. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Right back at the backstop. Jordan hanging tough. Using the one batting glove. don't see that very often. It's mostly 2 or none. Jordan going with the 1. Back up the middle. That'll score 1, and the question is, how far is Jordan going to go? She's got herself a double. And it's 2-0 Central. Now batting the right fielder, number 10, Ashton Failer. First pitch to Failer, a ball. I don't know if that was a snap throw or not. Hensley did a good job cutting it off. The count, 2 balls, no strikes. Ooh, that one looked good. But it's ball 3. That one's in the dirt, and it is a 4-pitch walk to Failer. Now batting the shortstop, number 6, McKenna King. And that is going to be mound visit or circle visit number 1 there. As Gagnon over from third comes to try to settle down Hensley. Fires that one over for a strike. 0-1 to the Wildcats shortstop. Hensley looks in, gets the sign, and delivers. On the ground, a short. They're going to go the easy way to second and retire Failer, but that will do it. Wildcats push 2 across on 3 hits, helped along by 1 error. They leave 2 stranded. It's 2-0 Wildcats when we come back. Top of the second inning, Hensley will lead off against her counterpart. Try to get on as that one's over for a strike from Harris. Get a little offense going here. 1-1. Hensley at 346. That one misses. 2 balls and a strike. Hensley in game 1 was 1 for 4. No runs scored and no runs batted in. On a line and foul. Two balls and 2 strikes to Hensley. Fouled away again. The wind has picked up a little bit here. That'll make it even chillier. I think the wind might have actually picked up enough for me to go back and change the weather report in game setup. Here's the 2-2 again. Got her looking. Now batting the designated player, number 19, Emily Hernandez. 462 for Hernandez. She was over at first in game 1. And she takes the changeup back up the middle. That one just kind of hung up there in the zone for the single. And with 1 down, the Nighthawks have a runner aboard. Now batting the third baseman, number 3, Abigail Gagnon. Gagnon standing in. One for 4 in the opening game today. She did leave 3 runners on base. First pitch catches the inside corner, 0-1. Looked like a breaking ball there from Harris. Harris working mostly with the off speed, the changeup, curveball. Drop ball mixed in there. A chopper to the left side. King not able to make the play. And her fielding woes continue. Now batting the catcher, number 12, Mackenzie Leneve. And now the Nighthawks catcher. She was out in right field in game number 1. Quite a change for her defensively, going back behind the dish. A Baltimore chopper. No, it's going to be foul. Looks like it might have gotten her in the foot. She ground that ball right into the box. Seems to be okay, though. Not wearing any armor. Always stings a little bit more. Check swing. It's called the strike anyway, 0-2. Runners on first and second and 1 out. Just off the corner. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Oh, that one got her. Looks like off the elbow, so not exactly a fleshy part of the body. That's going to sting a little bit more today. Base is now loaded with 1 out for Madison Felter. Now batting the center fielder, number 22, Madison Felter. Felter 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts in game 1. Chop to second. Carpenter to the plate for 1. They'll cut down Hernandez. Good work there by the Wildcats' second baseman. Back to the top of the order. for the Nighthawks. And now batting the second baseman, number 14, Emma Mulligan. Mulligan at 209. She flew out to left to open the ball game. On the ground at third, Seaton will take it herself, and Harris escapes a bases-loaded jam. It's 2-0 Cats when we come back. Bottom of the second, Abishima leading things off. 1-0. The count on her as that one misses upstairs and outside. Abishima did not play in game one, but getting the nod here in game two as Joe DiPietro's designated player. Catches the corner 1-1. 2-0 Central Washington. NNU with a pair of hits, Central with 3 and an error apiece. Slap foul down the third baseline. And I think that was an illegal pitch. Nope, it was just foul, so 1-2. He had his hand out there. Thought maybe that was going to be an illegal pitch upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Of course, the illegal pitch is not something this year that I have seen called very often, where in the past it was the illegal pitch rather than batters being or making contact outside of the box. That's been the call that I've seen quite a few times already this year. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Abishima down by way of the K. Now batting the left fielder, number 15, Carson Decker. And here's the 9 spot. Carson Decker, 225 on the year. She was 0 for 3 in game number 1. First pitch upstairs, 1-0. Fouled away. One ball and 1 strike to Decker. A lot of speed from the Wildcats left fielder. When she gets on, she is problematic. Swing and a miss, 1-2 for our opposing defenses. One, 2. 2-2. Well, Maybe did a good job to try to frame that one. Decker able to hold off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Upstairs, it's 3-2. Decker works the count full. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Decker down. Swinging as well. That's back-to-back strikeouts. Now batting, the second baseman, number 25, Harley Carpenter. First pitch to Carpenter. Oh, that was a good spot. 1-0. That one had to have been low because he got plenty of the dish. Here's the 1-0. On the ground and foul. As a pitcher, you want to see just how low you can get that strike call. Always easier to generate outs if you've got people swinging a sand wedge up there. Upstairs. Brings the count to 2-1. Make it 2-2 as that one's off the backstop. Count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The Wildcats making Hensley work. This will be pitch number 45. In the air to left, coming on, McNichol, and she'll make the grab. That will end the inning. Wildcats go down in order. Top of the third coming up. Hummel will lead off when we return. Top of the third inning, Ivy Hummel leading things off for NNU at 3:13 on the season. She was 2 for 3 in game number 1 with a pair of runs scored, a walk, and a strikeout. Count is 0-1 as she fouls the first one back and out of play. Soft liner to center. Thiessen coming on. That one takes a hop. Hommel thought about going for 2, but she's going to hold up. It'll be a single for the Nighthawks leadoff hitter. Now batting the first baseman, number 24, Sydney Booth.
Give him like 10 seconds to feel cool.
0-2 the count on Booth. Runner going, it's fouled away. This is in the air, struck well down the right field line. It'll scrape the wall. Rounding third and heading for home. The run is going to score. It'll be an RBI double for Booth. Rich Wagner's going to ask for obstruction. I don't think he's going to get it. Hommel had to extend the elbow over there at third. I give her credit for trying, because I absolutely would have as well. And now Joe DiPietro is going to have a chit-chat. Now batting the left fielder, number 9, by McNichol. And it looks like Seaton might get an obstruction warning over there. She's just close enough that really you should probably take another half step towards the circle. Just get out of the way. So here is McNichol, 176, but she did have the grand slam in game 1. And that's a called strike on the outside corner. Off the end of the bat. A little bit of a matrix move down there by the first base coach. Just leaning out of the way. Still 0-2 to McNichol. Swing and a miss. Got her with an outside pitch. And that is one away here in the top of the third. Now batting the pitcher, number 18, Tori Hensley. And here's Tori Hensley, the Nighthawks pitcher, facing her counterpart. And she strikes this one well deep to left, going back. That one is out of here. 2-run big fly for the Nighthawks pitcher. She's got herself the lead. Now batting the designated player, number 19, Emily Hernandez. Well, you never like to give up a home run, but you really don't like to give one up to your counterpart. Call the strike. Just like that, the Nighthawks are on top. Oh, chases that one way upstairs. That pitch looks so good coming out of a pitcher's hand, it's hard to hold off. 0-2 the count. Outside 1-2. Bentegan tried to snap that one back to the corner. Shuffle some papers around here in my workspace. Takes that one. It's ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Three and two. Hernandez battles all the way back to a full count. Can't let this hitter get away from you starting 0-2. Outside. 4 straight balls. Hernandez draws the walk. Now batting third baseman number 3, Abigail Gagnon. Gagnon standing in. 3-0-2 on the season. A chopper to second. Carpenter to King for 1. Across. Got her. 4-6-3 twin killing. NNU does get 3 runs, including the 2-run big fly from Hensley. It's 3-2 NNU when we come back. Bottom of the third, Allie Thiessen will get things going as Hensley fires over a strike. Thiessen with the walk-up song Sweet Home Alabama. I can't remember what her other one is. Upstairs, it's 1-1. Paradise City, that's right. It's always interesting to see what players select for their walk-up songs. And some action in the Nighthawks bullpen. A right-hander is throwing in the near side barrel, and it looks like there's 2 right-handers throwing. One of them is Ashley Schriever. Here's the 2-1. Fouled away. It's 2-2. And it looks like Charlotte Fornes is the other one throwing for the Nighthawks. Oh, correction, it's Gina Skinner, not Shriever, throwing. And that'll be called a strike for the inning's first out. Thiessen down looking. Now batting the third baseman, number 11, Maya Seaton. It looked for a second there like Thiessen thought she had ball 4. It only would have been ball 3. Seaton sends that one onto the baseball field. Heard a good story about former Red Sox outfielder Manny Ramirez. When he was with the Red Sox, the president at the time had a conversation with Manny regarding hitting in 2-strike counts, and Manny basically said, "Yeah, I don't pay attention until there are 2 strikes." And he asked, "Well, what happens if you get 3 balls?" He goes, "I don't even pay attention to that." And it looked like Thiessen may have fallen victim. Lost track of the count there. But here's the 0-2 in the dirt. Seaton a check swing. I doubt they'll ask. No, they are going to ask. And no. And time is called. Ball has popped out of the bullpen. Oh, and it didn't make it back in. First base umpire going to have to go help out. One ball and 2 strikes. The count on Seaton. She's hitting .297. Had a pair of RBIs in game number 1. Part of that big 6-run inning. Here's the 1-2. Outside 2-2. Hensley put a little extra on that. And that one's not going to be caught, so Seaton will be retired 2-3. Now batting the catcher, number 16, Alyssa Benthagen. And here is Benthagen. She's got a pair of big flies on the season. And a ball coming in from down the left field line, excuse me. Hensley gets the sign and delivers. Called the strike 0-1. That wind has probably doubled in speed since game 1. That one gets her in the knee. It'll be a hit by pitch. Now batting first baseman number 18, Brooke Jordan. Well, here's Brooke Jordan. .257 on the season. Singled and drove in a run back of the first. With 2 outs, the Wildcats have a runner aboard. And that one missed her spot, but still a strike. Caught probably a little bit too much of the plate. You can see Hensley just kind of turn and walk to the back side of the circle. They're probably not happy with herself for leaving that one over the middle of the plate. Here's the 0-1 to Jordan. And yeah, she did go around. Easy call for the home plate umpire. Right now, he does not have help down the third baseline. You can see him taking a little bit more responsibility for those check swings. That one's upstairs, 1-2. The 1-2. Fouled away. That one might get over the screen onto the baseball field. That one probably is going to head into the bullpen, though. Shouldn't be any damage done. On a line in a left. That's going to get down. A nice scoop by McNichol. Keep everybody just to 60 feet. 2 outs. The Wildcats got a little bit of action here. Now batting the right fielder, number 10, Ashton Failer. Hensley trying to work out of the jam. Fouled away 0-1. Failer had an RBI in game 1. If I remember correctly, it was the winning RBI as well. The 0-1. Outside, 1-1. Good spot to miss there. Just off the outside corner. Force the lefty like Failer to extend out to try to get that pitch. Here's the 1-1. 2-1. Well, Central Washington's women's basketball team advanced the win over Alaska Anchorage, so they are playing for the GNAC championship title. That'll be tomorrow. The men play at 7:30 tonight. That one's a called strike, 2-2. And the men will look to advance against Western Oregon University. Men's bracket seeing a couple of upsets. Western Oregon knocking off St. Martin's, and Alaska Fairbanks set to play as well. That one's upstairs, 3-2. Fouled away. Count stays full. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Hensley gets out of the jam. Picks up, I think, her 4th strikeout of the game. And we'll go to the top of the 4th. NNU leads it 3-2. The Wildcats leave 2 stranded. We'll be back right after this. The Wildcats have changed defensively. Reese Schimmel has come on behind the plate. And I have a strong feeling that has a good bit to do with Benthagen taking that pitch off the knee in the last half inning. 2-0 as that one pops out of Schimmel's mitt. Benthagen currently working with the Wildcats athletic trainer Jake Decker. And it is National Athletic Training Month, so that one's back up the middle for a single. Want to make sure Decker knows we appreciate him. Now batting the center fielder, number 22, Madison Felter. Here's Felter just below the Mendoza line at 191. She reached on a fielder's choice in her first appearance. Squares around to get the bunt down, but fouls it off. Just kind of stabbed at it. McKenzie's trying to stay warm in the press box. Got the little heater going. Just unfortunately having to keep the window open. That's that nice breeze come in. The bunt is down. Jordan, the throw. That's going to get away. Carpenter keeps it close. And Leneve goes all the way to third. Now batting the second baseman, number 14, Emma Mulligan. Looks like Jordan just couldn't quite get her feet set, and as she was looking to make that throw, her weight just kind of toppled her over. And NNU with a perfect opportunity to add an insurance marker. Fouled away. Fouled away. It's 0-2. And another foul ball. To short, to the plate, and they got her. Heck of a play by McKenna King. Now batting the shortstop, number 4, Ivy Hummel. So market a fielder's choice for Mulligan. And that's really unfortunate for Mulligan. She hit it pretty much exactly where she was supposed to, back up the middle. And McKenna King did a very nice job, a better job even, of cutting that ball off in front of the bag and making the throw to the plate. Keeps it a one-run ball game. She get a nice thank you from Rainey Harris after that. 0-1 the count to Hummel. She's at 327. Thought about going after the high stuff, but it's able to hold off. Two and one. Runners on first and second, one out. Fouled away. It'll be 2-2. Two. She sat on that one. Oh, got to pay attention down there. Foul down the third baseline. Seaton chased after it. On the ground, right back up the middle for a single. Here comes the throw to the plate. Felter will score. Throw to second. Now trying to go to third is Mulligan, and she is in there. Taking second is Hummel. Now batting the first baseman, number 24, Sidney Booth. So it's 4-2 NNU. And there is one out in the inning. Just off the corner on the corner, first strike 0-1. Outside, 1-1. Two and one the count. Three and one. You've got a base open. Not the worst thing to put Booth aboard. And she will draw the walk. Bit of cautious pitching there. Now batting the left fielder, number 9, Maya McNichol. And that'll bring up McNichol, who had the big fly back in game number 1, the grand slam, and she's looking at an opportunity to do it again. Everybody going back to where they belong. Over on the baseball field, the Nighthawks are up 6-0. And McNichol out after the first pitch, fouling it away. Oh, and 2 catches the corner. 69 pitches for Harris, 49 strikes. 2/3 of her pitches have been in the strike zone. Fouled away. Bentagan's made her way back into the dugout. Gotta hope that's some good news for Central there. 0-2, check swing. Schimmel's going to ask for help. And it'll be ball one. Unfortunately, with a 3-umpire crew, nobody's really in a great spot for that. The right-handed hitter, but either way, McNichol really didn't go around. This is on the ground, and it'll hop over the glove on the dive. 2 are going to score. That throw is going to get away. And runners on the corners. It's 6-2. Now batting the pitcher number 18, Torrey Hensley. Swinging first pitch, it's backing out of play. Yeah, it looks like we might have a change in the offing. We will. McNichol is going to see a pinch runner. It'll be Kamimoto over at first. Wildcats with some action in the bullpen. Looks like Izzy Womack throwing. The game 1 starter. Running at first, number 10, Mary Kamimoto. Already a 4-run lead with 1 out. Kamimoto on first. She's got some wheels. I feel Rich Wagner trying to extend this lead as large as he can get it. 1-1. On the ground to second. Carpenter has no play but to go to first. Run scores. Kamimoto advances. Now batting the designated player, number 19, Emily Hernandez. And that'll bring up Hernandez. First pitch fouled away. Four runs already across this inning. Schimmel blocks that one. It's 1-1. Two and one. Two and two as Hernandez slices that one out of play. Got her to end the inning. 4 runs on 3 hits, helped along by 1 error. They leave 1 stranded. It's 7-2 Nighthawks when we come back. Bottom of the 4th inning, it's 7-2 NNU. 4-run inning puts them ahead, and now Hensley will try to hold on to this lead. King leading off, and that'll be a single through the left side. Now batting, the designated player, number 33, Rihanna Abashima. And Abashima, 0 for 1 on the day, struck out swinging back in the bottom of the 2nd inning. He hit a pole, win a prize. That one caroms back into the seats. It's 0-1. That is 0-2. It finds the strike zone. Oh, and 2 count to Abashima. Hensley gets the call out and delivers. Outside corner, got her looking. Good spot there. If the umpire's giving you that outside corner a little bit off, you absolutely utilize it, and she did a nice job of it there. Now batting to left fielder number 15, Carson Decker. Fouled away 0-1 to start off the at-bat. That's one of those pitches that when I played as a catcher, I was more than okay to have that one called against me as long as we got it back in the flip side. Love your pitcher being able to work on the outside half. Even better if you can work low and away. Yeah, there it is. That's a called strike 0-2. At some point, you've got to make the adjustment. It's the bottom of the 4th inning, and that's been a strike all game. So make the adjustment at the plate and start trying to go to the opposite field. Here's the 0-2. Oh, look out over there. Yeah, it's a good vantage point, but there isn't any fencing on that little half gate. Everybody resets. Here's the 0-2. Upstairs, 1-2 and a pump fake. King will get back. Fouled away. Count will stay at 1-2. That one's in the dirt. It's blocked, but advancing on the play anyway is King. Score that one a wild pitch if you're scoring alongside us at home. Well, I think the only person who I know that's done that in the 7 years I've been here is Montana State Billings SID Evan O'Kelly. Evan, a good friend of mine, might actually be tuning in for this one. Outside, 3-2. These two teams back at it again tomorrow to close out the last non-conference series. Wildcats open against Montana State Billings here in Ellensburg. As this is in the air to left, McNichol was playing shallow. That's going to get down, rounding second, heading for third. The throw, the tag in there. Decker's got herself an RBI triple. Now batting the second baseman, number 25, Harley Carpenter. There are not many hitters that can drive a ball into left field down the line and end up with a triple, but that just goes to show you the amount of speed that Carson Decker has. This is lined right at third and snared. And there are now two down for Thiessen. Now batting the center fielder, number 20, Allie Thiessen. First pitch, a called strike. This will be pitch number 84 for Hensley. 50 strikes so far. In the air to right and down, Thiessen picks up the RBI, and it's 7-4. Now batting the third baseman, number 11, Maya Seaton. First pitch to Seaton. Upstairs, Leneve, a good job to go up and get it. 1-0. And time's going to be called. And I have no idea what that discussion was about. 1-0 the count. Two and 0, it misses upstairs. Yeah, sometimes I wish I had the umpires mic'd up just so I could hear what they were discussing. Three and 0. Three-0 count. That'll be ball four, a two-out walk to Seaton. And Benthagen's going to re-enter. And it looks like a pitching change for Northwest Nazarene as well. Re-entering for the Wildcats, number 16, Alyssa Benthagen. We'll take a break. We'll be right back after this. So here's Benthagen in the bottom of the fourth. The Wildcats have already pushed 2 across. Skinner comes out of the bullpen, and her first pitch is a ball 1-0. Just misses. 2 balls, no strikes. And that's going to be a pass ball. It's a called strike, but it gets away. And runners on second and third now. It's a 2-1 count. On the ground, right side, under the glove. 1 run's going to score. A second run's going to come around. And Benthagen's still a little worse for wear, I think. She's not going to risk it. Now batting first baseman number 18, Brooke Jordan. Oh, 1-1 the count. It's 7-6. Oh, 2. 2 errors apiece in this game. 4 combined. There were 7 combined in game 1. That one's foul tipped. On the ground. Oh, Olay! That one's going to get by. Back-to-back errors. It has been a poor fielding performance today. Now batting the right fielder, number 10, Ashton Failer. My, oh my, fielding has not been good. And it has resulted in quite a few unearned runs. 0-1 the count. On the ground, left side. That one's booted. 3 consecutive errors. Now batting the shortstop, number 6, McKenna King. And now the infield's going to have a get-together, and they probably should. The bases are loaded. You got to wonder if Benthagen hadn't been hitting the knee, and a little worse for wear if she might have not scored on that play. It did carry him over towards the second base bag. Ball 1-0. On the ground is short. And she will make sure as she fields that one, drops down to the knee, and that will finally end the inning. The Wildcats score 4 runs, 3 hits, helped along by a trio of errors. They leave 3 stranded. It's 7-6 as we head to the 5th. Top of the 5th inning, Gagnon leading things off for NNU. It's a 7-6 ball game. Went to square, pulled back. It's 1-0. Benthagen back behind the dish. Schimmel's day is over. It's 7-8-9. On the ground to third. Seaton on the one hop to throw to first. Laid off hitter retired. Now batting the catcher number 12, Mackenzie Leneve. And here is the Nighthawks backstop. That one is called a strike 0-1. Oh, and 2. And Leneve doesn't like that one. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout there for Harris. Now batting, the center fielder, number 22, Madison Felter. And Madison Felter at 191. 0 for 2 in the ball game. Reached on a fielder's choice and then reached on an error. Fouled away. Harris getting up around 90 pitches now. She got 86, 61 strikes. That one just misses 1-1. Fouled away 1-2. That one just missed the home plate umpire. On the ground right side, Carpenter to first for the inning's third out. The Nighthawks go 1, 2, 3, bottom 5 coming up when we return. Bottom of the fifth, Abishima leading things off. Foul tips that one back into the mid. Abishima still wearing the collar on the season. Trying to find her first hit. One and one, that one's upstairs. That strike zone not overly tall, with Abishima coming in at 5-1, 5-2. Here's the 1-1. Off the black, 2-1. If they gave a look back there, she's going to ask probably for a little clarification. Check swing, and yeah, she did go around. Pretty easy call there for the home plate umpire. Three and two. Gina Skinner on in relief. I don't see any action over in the Nighthawks bullpen. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss. It is the third time Abishima has gone down by way of the K. That's the hat trick. Now batting the left fielder, number 15, Carson Decker. Decker 1 for 2 on the day, an RBI triple, and then she came around to score the last inning. Struck out back in the second. Behind that off-speed pitch, 0-1. Looked like a late decision to swing. Oh, 1. Off the black, 1-1. You can tell Leneve not overly happy with that call either. There's been a few now she's disagreed with. Decker chases after that one. It's 1-2. Probably would have needed a pitching wedge to hit that. Here's the 1-2. Got her looking. Now batting the second baseman, number 25, Harley Carpenter. Well, the Wildcats' 8 and 9 hitters have combined for 5 strikeouts in this one. Here's the 0-0 to Carpenter. Fouls that one off the catcher. Home plate umpire will take a quick walk around, make sure the catcher's okay. Oh, and 1 the count. And it'll be foul 0-2. Oh, 2 on the way. Bounces in, 1-2. Looks like about a 38-foot breaking ball there. Here's the 1-2 again. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. 2s across the scoreboard. Chopped foul. Two. Chopped to second. Fields and fires, and that'll retire Carpenter. The inning is over. The Wildcats go down in order. Top of the 6th coming your way after this. Top of the 6th inning, Harris is back out. This will be pitch number 90 in the ball game for her. And it's one hop to third, Seaton to first, Mulligan's retired. Now batting the shortstop, number 4, Ivy Hummel. And here's Ivy Hummel. On the ground, a second. Carpenter vacuums that up for out number 2. Now batting the first baseman, number 24, Sidney Booth. And here's Booth hitting .462. 1 for 2 on the day. A line out in the first, a double, and an RBI in the third. Walked in the fourth. Came around to score as well in the third. First pitch is a called strike, 0-1 to Booth. The 0-1. Outside. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Harris winds and delivers. Upstairs, 2-1. Wildcats bullpen is quiet. And I believe the Nighthawks bullpen is also quiet over there. A 3-1 count. Harris retired the first 2 hitters on ground balls, and Booth making her throw a few pitches here. She's already walked once in this game. Yep. They're going to ask, and yes, she did, so that'll be strike 2. The count will be full. Full count with 2 down. The 3-2. On the ground, a short. King. Across. Got her. 1, 2, 3 with 3 ground balls go in and you. Bottom of the 6th coming up at 7-6 when we return. Bottom of the 6th inning, Allie Thiessen gets things going. And McNichol having to make a quick jog to her spot in left. Skinner fires that one over for a strike. A 7-6 ball game, another close one here. The Wildcats took the first one 7-6. It's the reverse right now. On the ground is short. Hommel across for out number 1. Now batting, the third baseman, number 11, Maya Seaton. And here's Seaton. .289 on the year for Seaton. She's got an RBI double, came around a score, struck out swinging and walked. I believe the count's 1-0. Looked like a ball. That's upstairs. Two balls, no strikes, the count. That's a fired in there for a strike, 2-1. Fouled away, 2-2. Wildcats down to their final 5 outs. Right? Yeah, it's the bottom of the 6th. Two balls and 2 strikes to Seaton. Bentagen's on deck. Brooke Jordan, should the inning extend, is in the hole. And that'll be ball 3. Count is full. We've seen quite a few of those counts today. Through the left side, Seaton's got her second knock of the day. Now batting the catcher, number 16, Alyssa Bentagen. Bentagen already with 1 home run on the day. It came back in game number 1. It was a 3-run variety, and I'm sure the Wildcats would like to see another one here. That would put them ahead 8-7. Even just a base knock, you've got Brooke Jordan on deck. Bentagen swinging, lifted, foul. She got a good bunch of it, though. That one was at least onto the warning track based on the angle taken out there and right by Dominique Trevino. Gets a little bit touchy for eyesight down both the left and right field lines for me here in the press box. Here is the 0-1 offering to Bentagen. 1-1. Leneve keeps it close. On the ground is short. Hommel from a knee to second for 1. The throw to first. She's going to be safe. I don't know what happened to Booth over there, but Bentagen's going to reach. Happening first baseman for 18, Brooke Jordan. And here's Brooke Jordan. Count 0-1 to Jordan. Outside. Off the end of the bat, it's going to drop. Bantagan will go station to station, and it's runners on first and second now. Now batting the right fielder, number 10, Ashton Failer. And here is the freshman, Ashton Failer. 0 for 2 in the ball game, struck out swinging and reached on an error. She did walk back in the first. Swinging first pitch. This is into left. McNichol coming forward, and she'll make the grab. That will be out number 3. The Wildcats leave 2 stranded. Top 7 coming up at 7-6. NNU when we return. Top of the 7th, McNichol will lead things off for the Nighthawks. And Rainey Harris will go back out looking to turn this into a complete game effort. Struck well the center. Thiessen going back. See ya! Solo home run for Maya McNichol. And it is 8-6. Now batting designated player number 18, Tori Hensley. Count is 2-0 on Hensley. Call the strike. 2-1. It's the pitcher's spot on deck. Skinner waits in the circle. Carpenter fields that one on the short hop. Over to first for out number 1. Now batting the pitcher number 2, Gina Skinner. Not often pitcher-only players get a chance to stand in. We'll have to see what Skinner's going to do here, whether it's a little take 3 and go sit down. Takes the first one, 0-1, or if she's going to take some hacks up there. Leadoff home run to McNichol gives the Nighthawks a little bit of breathing room. The GNAC championship will be Central Washington against Western Washington. Good rivalry matchup to close out the GNAC campaign. Two balls and one strike to Skinner. Into left on a line. Decker is there for out number 2. Now batting the third baseman, number 3, Abigail Gagnon. Gagnon stands in. 2 down. Already 1 run across on the solo home run from McNichol. All the strike, 1-1. One and two. In the air, that's going to stay on the infield dirt. And, ooh, Carpenter will make the grab. A little bit of a snow cone action to end the inning. Wildcats, final bats coming up. McKenna King will lead things off. When we come back, it's 8-6 NNU. Bottom of the 7th inning, the last chance for Central Washington. They trail by 2. NNU, 8 runs on 9 hits, 5 errors defensively for the Nighthawks. For Central Washington, 6 runs on 9 hits and just 2 errors in the field. Skinner winds and delivers. It's up tall, 1-0. As it currently stands, Skinner is in line for the win. Harris would be charged with the loss. This is a bounding ball to short. The throw, it's going to get away. And that one is going to be into the dugout. According to the first base umpire. And that means McKenna King is going to be on second. Pinch hitting for the Wildcats. number 21, Jillian Hampson. Wildcats dipping into their bench here. Hampson's going to pinch hit. She has struggled at the plate so far this year, but she's got herself a single here. Joe DePietro's not going to send McKenna King. So it's runners on the corners for Carson Decker. Now batting the left fielder, number 15, Carson Decker. Re-entering at first, number 33, Rihanna Abishima. So here is Decker. The tying runs on first. Decker tries to get the bunt down, and it's foul. The winning run is at the plate. And for the Wildcats, the right part of the order is coming up. After Decker, it's back to the top of the order for Carpenter. Decker squares, gets the bunt down, deadens it right in front of the plate, and that's going to be a bunt single. Now batting the second baseman, number 25, Harley Carpenter. There was not a whole lot anybody could do. And now the bases are loaded and Rich Wagner's going to come out. And I don't think there's anybody in the bullpen, so let's see what the Nighthawks want to do here. But it's bases loaded and nobody out. Carpenter, Thiessen, and then Seaton. Central threatening a walk-off victory. And here's the first pitch to Carpenter. Call the strike, 0-1. On the ground, that one's going to be through. He's going to stop Abishima at third. Now everybody's going to go back. A little bit of pandemonium. That'll bring up Thiessen. Now batting the center fielder, number 20, Allie Thiessen. Joe DePietro going station to station there. And time is called, and looks like a change is going to be made here. Rich Wagner going to his lineup card. And, yep. Fornes will come in to pitch. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back after this. Here in the bottom of the 7th, it's 8-7. Central with the bases loaded and Allie Thiessen standing in. Charlotte Fornes will come on and try to close this one out. First pitch to Thiessen. Call the strike, 0-1. That one is fouled off of Thiessen in the box. The 0-2. Oh, that one's just outside, and it's close. Fornes wanted that one. She'll take the blame, tapping her chest there. Looks like she missed just off the outside corner. It's a good spot, though, on an 0-2 pitch. In the air. Catch is going to be made, and that one goes off the dugout on the throw. And there's one down. Now batting the third baseman, number 11, Maya Seaton. First pitch to Seaton. Outside corner, 0-1. If Fornes can roll up a ground ball here, she might be able to come away with the save. The infield pulled at least midway in. Oh, 0-2. And that pitch will draw the ire of the hometown crowd. It did look good from here. 0-2. On the ground to third, to home for one. And she's going to be in there. The ball was dropped at the plate. It's 8-8. Now batting the catcher, number 16, Alyssa Benthagen. And now DePietro's going to take a timeout and speak to his catcher, who had a 3-run home run in game number 1. All she's got to do here is lift the ball deep enough to the outfield, and Carson Decker is on third, so almost anything to the grass will score her. NNU with 7 errors in this ball game. First pitch to Benthagen. Call the strike, 0-1. The winning run is on third. The 0-1 now. In the air, and that's going to do it. Lifted high and deep to right, and it's down. A walk-off single for Alyssa Benthagen. And the Wildcats take it 9-8. They take both ends of the doubleheader, a pair of comeback victories for the Wildcats. We'll be right back tomorrow at noon with another doubleheader, the Nighthawks and the Wildcats, as they close out non-conference play before the GNAC opening series next week. So we hope that you enjoy the rest of your evening. For all of us here at Central Washington, I'm Caleb Dunlop. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great night.